society, and then study can happen. So that is what it is. And now recently it is PM Usha scheme has come, where you all are, what we are today doing is about the PM Usha thing, where you are being equipped or you are being given certain kind of understanding that how you will take care of environment while you execute your duties, responsibilities, or you are going for some job or at home. Why? One reason. I want now interaction. Due to what? Yes? What is this global warming? Temperature. Temperature rise, you can see, happening so much. Only because we are cutting all the trees, we are cutting mangroves, we are reducing the green cover. We are supposed to be 30% of the green cover in any of the society, city or any place. But we don't have even 9 to 10%. And whatever the data which is being shown that we comply, they are all eyewash. Actually it is not. Don't believe me also. There is today such a nicely you have those handy your Google Earth. If you go and then the timeline also you can check. If you go 20 years back and again bring it forward, you will get to see with your own eyes how things have changed. With the satellite images you can understand that it's not me, but these images tells us that how things have reduced. So when we talk about the land use and land cover, basically for the green covered, how we are managing, all these things you get it from these maps. Okay? So that is what for the first time, for the first time in Bhiwandi College I started with Namami Chandrabhaga, when in Maharashtra, first time in the line of Namami Gange, then Namami Chandrabhaga started in the state. So I was the principal of Bhiwandi, one of the Bhiwandi College. Who is from the Mansi Bhara College today? Some faculty has come. Please raise your hand. Mansi Bhara College. Because I saw the signature there. Okay. So that college was the first one to start with Maharashtra State, the NSS, to walk across Maharashtra for creating water literacy awareness. That how water needs to be judiciously used, how water quality needs to be checked frequently. So all those things we did, and that's how we were even invited as a Karamveer special in the Kaun Banega Crorepati. Okay. So, and this is World Water Council and many more that we try to connect. When we talk about, I will little go speed in a speed manner. Now this is the one. See, these are the equipments which we use, probes and sensors. Why this pointer is?
It will reflect from the screen because it's a LED screen.
Okay. So can we put off this slide?
Yeah, sure.
Please do that. Equipments which we carry with us, these probes and sensors. Multi-probes and sensors. Directly we get BOD, COD, pH, temperature, TDS, and then salinity, everything. Such probes and sensors are there which we keep using. I will request this college also to procure these things. Because still we are going ahead with the use of chemicals. Now suppose one BOD we have to check. Almost 15 chemicals we use for that. And then we wash it through the drains of these chemicals. Instead, when probes and sensors are there is no use of chemicals. It's a calibrated, standardized devices. Now these things should be practiced by the colleges also. And they are easily available. Earlier it used to be very costly. Now the cost has also come down. So we have to practice this kind of a thing where we can reduce use of the chemicals. Now I am standing before you as a Jal Nayak. I was introduced. Now see, Maharashtra is pioneering where CADA building is going on. And in that CADA building you can see Jal Nayak up, then Jal Yodha, Jal Premi, Jal Doot, Jal Sevak, Jal Karmi. These Jal Karmi are none other than the government authorities and engineers, officers and all. So we keep training, we keep advising, we keep talking to them, and through this cadre that all things are being percolated to them so that corrective actions can be taken. But see, always it happens that in the government system, Things are very well planned, very well designed, but when it comes to execution, is it happening in that manner? So that is where our role comes. If we can conduct some monitoring of such kind of things, then we can understand that where it is going wrong and where the things can be corrected. So this is the Chala Janviya Nadila, I said 2022. The campaign started by Maharashtra government. It started in Gandhi Ashram in Wardha at Nagpur, and from there this Chala Janviya Nadila is continuing up to 2026 March. Hope it will be given extension, but nobody wants to give it extension, that because now people like us have started questioning through this, and nobody likes questions. They want to go in their own manner. Government is going on in their own ways, and that's what in the morning your principal also raised the question, who doesn't know the issues, but who is bothered and who is doing the things. So that is how things are. But anyhow, this campaign is a completely pioneering thing which started in Maharashtra. Then we started it with going to the Sanjay Gandhi National Park, and we started it from there. This is the Sanjay Gandhi National Park. So we started with the Sanjay Gandhi National Park. Why? Because within Sanjay Gandhi National Park there is Tulsi Lake and Vihar Lake, and from the Tulsi Lake there are the other three rivers which I named. Which are they? Boisar, Dahisar, Walbhat, Oshivara. Walbhat, Oshivara are not too different, but Walbhat confluences in Oshivara to continue as Oshivara. So it's a one river, but Walbhat, and from the origin, and from Ramnagar onwards it is called as Oshivara. So Walbhat, Oshivara we write it, and then Mithi river. Now Mithi river arises from the Vihar Lake, and in a cascading manner it goes towards Powai Lake, and then it flows as Mithi river. This much at least you put it in your head so that you understand from where the rivers originate. And that's why we did it. We started this campaign from the Sanjay Gandhi National Park, and this is how we connect with all the authorities, and we talk to every authorities. We try to train the authorities. This is the collector's office that I'm conducting all the sessions for the authorities, so that whatever we have identified the issues, we conclude, we discuss, and we try to incorporate some solutions to it. For that purpose, such meetings are done. Now, most important, you have to look at this living planet reports. Now, whatever I have said in the morning, and today we are discussing, don't believe in me, but look at these kind of authentic reports. This is a world level report which comes. Living Planet report, every 2 years it comes out. It gives us a very authentic data, the status. Now this status, what it says, that almost 83% of the freshwater species are at decline. Aquatic organism, freshwater, 83% are in decline. Similarly, 69% of wildlife population is extinct. Are you getting my point? So, such a high level of extinction going on only due to the pollution and cutting of mangroves and the forests. So, please understand and look at these reports where they give very authentic data. Now, what we are trying to do, what we call it and how we are going ahead with our work is, we call it as advocating ESG, environmental social governance. All of us, when we will be working, it will be under the environmental social governance. Why? And then we call ourselves as the social engineers then. Whenever I stand before the engineering students, I call myself as a social engineer to fit into their terminology of an engineer. Okay? Now that is what is social engineering is what? We have to, when we do a kind of a social mapping, like we talk to people, interact with the different stakeholders, we come to know few things. That is called as social mapping. Going to that place and understanding the situation of that place. That is what is social mapping and diagnosis, problem diagnosis. Okay? So that is what we do, and in that manner we try to bring the corrective action. Now here you are seeing a picture here. This lady, can you see how, is it visible up to the end? This picture? So here you can see she is fetching water, digging the soil and removing some water.